Kill
Two
Kathy.
game slate for you on Sunday, May the 3rd. Me and JD and Perlo are here to break it all down for you. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Forecheck podcast, where you get best bets, insight, and trends for your NHL hockey slate for today's betting card. I am your host, Exotic Wagers. We have a 2 game slate for you on tap for Sunday, May the 3rd, coming off of a single game. It was slightly profitable for me, but overall, just a good Saturday. How was your guys' Saturday?
The day itself was fine. I treaded lightly, and I don't think I may have hit one play. I don't even think I actually hit anything. Actually, I think I had 4 plays, and I think I took the bagel, took the collar.
It happens. Definitely for the best of us. Perlo, how was your day?
Yeah, I should have did way better. I put too much on Vladar over saves, and I actually got the score almost correct. I thought it was gonna be 3-1, something like that. But no goals first five. Scored a goal first five. Uh, Carolina did. Otherwise, I had the under 6.5. I also had Carolina under 6.5. I live bet them the puck line second period on Carolina, and that was good. But and my best play, my best bet should have been, and it wasn't. It was the Vladar bet, was team total under for Philadelphia. So I ended up probably somewhere around even on a game that I should have really crushed. But that's all right. It's better than, I guess, the bagel. I could have got that. So uh, yeah, but not bad. It kind of went exactly the way I thought, and the way I think the series will go for the rest of the way.
Yeah, I was I think I ended up like one unit green. Definitely felt like I left money on the table in that game, but you know, I ended up sprinkling on Stankoven first goal, and I had also sprinkled on Hall first goal. And that ended up coming through, so that actually helped out a lot, but it was only like a .15 unit sprinkle on a plus 1,200, so I think I profited almost 2 units on that. So that kinda helped me out to keep me green, but, I wanted to take, Stankoven for 3 plus shots. I parlayed him in 2, and the other leg didn't come through. I don't remember what other leg it was,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I was like,
I
"Man, I
hope it
could've."
wasn't Svechnikov, because they stack corrected him during the game.
Yeah, I actually had him in a long shot parlay and took him for, like, I wanna say 3 or 4 shots, and, yeah, I expected his volume to be a little higher, but, yeah, Stankoven came out slinging. I think he was the so I took just a sprinkle on Svechnikov to lead the game in shots on goal, and I think
Yeah,
Stankoven ended up taking it with 5 or
he
6.
did. Yeah,
So,
he
Yeah.
did.
um, yeah, I
I
thought at
I
least he'd
had
get 3.
Steeler over 2.5 block shots. He had 4 in the first period, and they stat corrected it, and he didn't get another one the rest of the game.
And
Wow.
then when he got tossed, that didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we got 2 games on slate today. We have a game 7, and then we got a series starter. So we got the end and the beginning of 2 games. Should be pretty
Yeah.
exciting, though. Minnesota and Colorado know each other very well. Um, so it should be, they're 2 teams that I think, a lot of people like McKinnon and Kaprizov head to head. You see a lot of the type of the same player between the two players, but and they like to shoot against each other, at least it seems like. So be interested in seeing how those two players play. I think they were both kind of quiet in their first series, um, just in general. You always expect more from McKinnon, but in the playoffs, sometimes these players just like to draw attention and pass the puck because the big names
Yeah,
just
but
get
I
all the
think the
attention.
type of series, I think the type of series that Colorado had in round one against Los Angeles is going to be very different than what
Oh
they're going to
yeah,
have in round two. Very similar. I think looking back, hindsight's always 2020, but looking back at game one of Carolina Philadelphia, you know, I kind of sucked myself into the fact that I thought, oh, the rustiness of Carolina would present issue, be a problem and could help Philadelphia. But by the same token, after playing the roller hockey team Penguins, as much rust as Carolina may have had, this was, we knew it was a big step up to begin with, but yeah, I mean they could not adjust to that swarming Carolina style in game one. If they can't make any adjustments in game two, as Pearlo has talked about, it's going to be lights out in three.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did uh did you end up taking that under on Anderson, Perlo? I remember you were looking at
Yes, I
possibly
did. That's right. I forgot about that. I did do that. Sweat that out a little bit there at the end, but I
that
did
came
take the
through.
under.
Yeah,
Yeah, that saved me a unit on my Vladar over. Should have been my best bet, but that was a
yeah,
Yeah,
good one.
once Carolina got up, all it just seemed to me that they did what you're supposed to do: played the possession game, use the clock to their advantage, and not worry about shots on goal. Just make
Yeah.
Philadelphia go 200 feet.
Yeah,
yeah,
the way in 4-on-4 there, they just passed the puck in the defensive
Yeah,
zone back
yeah,
and forth, back and forth. Smart.
yeah. They
That's what
they they
you
played four corners. I mean,
do.
yeah. No matter how hard Philadelphia tried, they just entering the zone and trying to get set up was like obsolete for them. They were lucky to get a couple shots off if they got it in the zone, and then it was kicked right back out. So, and
Yeah,
Caroline didn't ice the puck very much at all either, too. They were really good with dumping the puck in softly and just making them exit the zone and try to make that. And they couldn't you know, they couldn't get set up on the rush at all. Like they couldn't even enter the zone at times, and it was just getting kicked right back out. So,
And the way Carolina, like, even if they did get shots, like the way they got their sticks in the way and stuff like that, there was many times when I was like, "Oh, that's a shot for sure," and no, they find a way. That Miller play when on who was on the breakaway, I think it was Zegras,
Oh,
and
the back
that
check.
was awesome. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
freaking awesome.
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I saw it that way in the Utah Vegas game. Like when Vegas started shooting and putting pressure on Utah, they were deflecting pucks from like 6 feet in front of the damn
Yeah,
crease, and
yeah,
I'm like, "How do you deflect like, how do you defend that?" Like, I felt like they were putting the puck way out there. Corral could not even see where it was coming from, and it was just, lights out for Utah. Yeah, I had
yeah.
no hope for Utah when Vegas started shooting the puck and they were tipping it out from like, yeah, Corral couldn't tell whether it was going towards the puck or going front of the net, being tipped by somebody somewhere. It was just all right. Well, we are 12 minutes in. We can go ahead and get this puck rolling. Um, First game on the board. We have a game 7, which has been an amazing series.
Yeah.
Montreal on the road plus 149. Tampa Bay at home minus 166. Over under is set at a flat 5. First time I think we've seen a 5 in these games. You can probably find some 5.5s out there, but it looks like whatever book I have it set on is a flat 5. We've seen a lot of unders. Um, I think first periods. I think when I was looking back, they're not all been unders, but we've had a couple 1-1s in the series as well. But that was one thing I did take was I took the first period under at -130 yesterday. I feel like this is going to be a tight game. I feel like somebody will probably score in the first period. Hopefully, we don't get two, but I could definitely see this being a 2-1, 3-1 victory. I think if it's close, that total might get out of hand. But we've seen these two teams when one team scores, the other team answers, and I don't know. As far as who's gonna win, like, just seems like Tampa Bay always squeezes out that win. I feel like this is probably going to come down to the end. Dovish has been great. Vasilevsky's been great. Um, I don't know. What do you guys? How do you guys feel, Perlo? What do you think in this series or this game 7 here?
Well, I was looking at Dobish over saves with 26 and a half. I think you're going to see a different pace from Tampa Bay. That you're going to see a different pace from Tampa Bay that you've seen in this series. I think Tampa Bay is going to play with a little more pace than they played yet. I lean Tampa Bay, but I still like the under. I got it right away, and I managed the no goals first 5 under 6.5 at -125. But now I think it would be juiced even more than that out of flat 5. So um, that's with the 5. You almost want to take the over, but you haven't seen it all the whole time. If you are, um, yeah, I think this is going to be 3-2, or maybe the first time there's been a win at with the spread, 4-2, 3-1, something like that for Tampa Bay. I think that they've been kind of pacing themselves all through this series, and this is going to be a different pace for Montreal. That, but I can't take that 26 and a half. If I'm right, then it's going to happen what happened with Carolina yesterday. You know, if they're up 2-1 in the second, then they're going to probably sit on it and play around with the puck and stuff like that. For Montreal betters out there, I hope if you win, I mean, I don't have much on this series because the price was definitely Montreal, and I don't blame anybody for taking them. Good for you. And it's weird. I kind of want Tampa Bay to win for my pocketbook, but I have a soft spot for this Montreal team. So, um, but that's what I've got so far. Maybe Kucherov over shots. He has been shooting quite a bit. Um, and I would take maybe some other Tampa Bay players over shots as well. I would also look at going back to Caulfield under. Um, they did split up the lines, though. I don't know if Cooper's going to stick with that or if he's going to go back to that Gunsel line to shut down the top line and dare the rest of the lines to score. We'll have to see. If he does, then I might be on Caulfield under or under shots as well.
Yeah, I think he got 4 last game, but it was due to the overtime. He had 3 going into overtime.
Yeah,
But
this could be a draw too. I wouldn't talk anybody off of sprinkling on the draw here for sure.
yeah. JD, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. So the last 6 game 7s involving the Lightning: 2-1, 1-0, 4-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. So just quick math here. None of them have gone. I've had more than 4 goals.
Yeah.
I went a little crazy yesterday. So I have a huge play on the under 5.5 at -140. I got that yesterday. I have under 4.5 at +185, and a small play at under 3.5 at +300. Um,
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm just going on past history here. Why not? But I mean, I played 5 units on under 5.5. I just, and then I texted you guys yesterday about it, but Kucherov and Radish for one shot in the first period. I love that. That
Yep.
one's at about minus. I think I said it was like minus 120 when I played it yesterday. And then both of them for four shots on goal. For 4+ shots at plus 168. I mean, I think it was what Kucherov had 15 attempts last game, and Radish was right behind. I think Kucherov leads the series with like 67 shot attempts. I don't really see that much difference. So I'm staying away from the side and the total,
Yeah.
and I'm just sticking with. I'm sorry, the total. I'm sorry. I'm at 5. I would still play the under. I I I I would still play the under. I mean, we've only had one game that's gone over 5. That was game 1. So
Yeah.
I think at worst you push. So that's it for me. I just don't, I'm not, I don't want to play goal props. I don't want to, I just think, as I said, I think the total and Kucherov and Radish have been just money for shots on goal. So
Yeah. That's
that's
funny you said
where,
Kucherov had 17 attempts because I was like, Radish had 17 attempts. So I went back and looked. They both had 17 attempts.
yeah,
So,
it's crazy. And by the
yeah.
way, Montreal, their last game 7 that they played in was 2021 against Toronto, and that was a 3-1 final. Um, and the goal scorers in that game for Montreal, by the way, Brendan Gallagher, Tyler Toffoli, and Corey Perry.
I think if Montreal wins, it's probably an over. And I think if Tampa Bay wins, it's probably an under. Like I think that's how it's going to end up happening, unless it's some type of crazy like 3-3 going into overtime. That's
Right.
the only other thing. But yeah, I think for me, I'm on Radish. I like the over 3.5. I was on that same thing with 17 attempts. I did take Radish over Kucherov just because his odds were a little better. But I mean, 17 attempts in both of those players is absurd. Last game, I also have a parlay. I took Kucherov 4, Radish 3, Slavkovsky 2, and then I think I parlayed it with McKinnon and Boldy in the other game for 3. So I did that yesterday.
Mm.
It's like plus 500, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Wait,
Um,
say that one once more.
it is here. I'll pull it up. It's Kucherov 4, Radish 3,
Yeah.
Slavkowski
Yeah.
2, McKinnon
Yeah.
3, and Boldy 3.
Yeah.
It is plus 425.
Right. Okay. I could maybe get into something along that line. The other one that I'm looking at is something that Ian
You're sounding robotic. I don't know if Perlo, are you hearing the same thing? Oh, he's actually frozen.
Yeah, he's slipping in a
oh yeah,
little bit.
froze. Let me reconnect, guys. Oh no, I'm
Okay.
back. Oh,
Now you're fine.
am I good? Okay.
Mhm.
So Ian mentioned in the Ice Guys chat yesterday, the game 7 under 6.5, and then both teams plus 2.5 in a parlay. I just did that at FanDuel, minus 122 if you play under 6.5, Montreal plus 2.5, Tampa plus 2.5. I think I like that.
So
I'm getting on board with that one.
so this is what I did yesterday is I took the under
Yeah.
6.5 in the Montreal and Tampa Bay game, and then
Okay.
I took both teams to score 2 in the Wild and Colorado game.
Okay.
So it's plus 112
Okay.
on 365. I was trying to
Okay.
figure out a way or trying to find something to parlay with the under 6.5. And
Yeah.
I felt like, both of the Minnesota and Colorado teams, they've, been able to score 2. I know I went back through the history and I think almost in every game they've at least scored 2 or given
Yeah.
up 2. So
Yeah.
that's why I went with that. But I thought that was decent at plus 112. and it was a good way to me to parlay the under 6.5 with something versus the
Right.
no goals first 5 or something like that. So, all right. Do we have anything else in this game? We want to move on to the next.
Can you? I'm so sorry. Can you
You're
say
good.
that shots on goal parlay once more?
Yep, it's Radish 4.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Kucherov 4,
yeah,
Radish 3,
yeah,
Slavkowski 2, and
yeah.
then McKinnon 3 and Boldy 3.
Okay.
And you could have
Okay.
easily done Kaprizov for 3 too, but I just went with where the most of the productions came from, which is Boldy.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's get this overlay flipped out. We can talk about this series opener. All right. Next game on the board is 9 p.m. Eastern. We got the game 1 series of the round 2 games of Minnesota Wild on the road plus 156. Colorado Avalanche at home minus 178. Over under is set at a flat 6. Let's give you guys a little bit of color behind these two teams. And so these two teams, they have seen each other 4 times this season. First game was back in November 28th in Minnesota, where Minnesota won 3-2 in a shootout. Then in mid-December in Minnesota, Avalanche took that one 5-1. Late February in Colorado, Minnesota took that one 5-2, and then most recently, the beginning of March there in Colorado, Colorado won that one 3-2 in a shootout. So we have 2 games that technically have went to the over, or at least one went to the over, one would have pushed, and 2 went to the under. I think these 2 teams, when healthy, are kind of somewhat evenly matched up. Colorado in that first series, I don't know if they weren't playing that great, playing with their food, or just conserving their energy for the next series. We'll get to see kind of how they come out today. I think Minnesota looks very good. Been able to generate lots of chances. The addition of Quinn Hughes has been really great for them. And I think this series is probably going to end up going 6 or 7. Um, you know, there's these 2 teams. I don't know if it's going to come down to goaltending. Wedgwood and Blackwood have been, not the greatest, but they've been decent and serviceable for sure. It's a lot of it's probably that defense playing in front of them. And then you got Wallstedt. He's a young kid. Got Gus. Haven't seen much Gus, but Wallstedt's been playing great. So I think there's going to be a lot of fast playing here. Colorado's playing Minnesota, which is definitely not like LA. So it's going to be a lot faster team and should be a good one. JD, let's go to you first on this one. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, look, the big question mark for Minnesota right now is Eriksson Ek. He's questionable. We know Brodeen's out. That's a big loss on the blue line. But if they don't have Eriksson Ek in the middle, uh, I mean, they're already challenged at center depth. I think Nathan McKinnon has the opportunity just to kill the Wild, and I love McKinnon's shots on goal props today. Um, I targeted both for I've got him at for now at 5+ at +115 and 6+ very small at +230. I just don't see how there's an answer because so I think that's need to know if Eriksson Ek is playing, and even if he is, I would think he's somewhat compromised. So that would be a big concern for me. I love Matt Boldy. I did a parlay with Boldy for 3 and McKinnon for 4 at +170, and played Boldy straight up for 4. play Boldy for a goal today. And the guy to me that it's hard with Colorado props to me, goal props especially, um, of who to target because McKinnon. I think McKinnon's -110 for a goal. I mean, I think there's a good chance that he scores, but I went with Landeskog today for a goal at +360. So I just look at Landeskog. He was one of four guys that had two goals in the LA series, and he's playing number one power play. I just think +360 is a great value. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I Before I would go too deep, I need to know about Eriksson Ek.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I put Boldy in that parlay because I just wasn't sure whether Eck was going to be playing or not, and just felt like should be him or Kaprizov. It's probably the shooters today, but it's usually our best guess. We really don't
Yeah,
ever know what's going to happen. But Perlo,
no,
how do you see this one?
One thing I just noticed, you can get Wedgwood over. I Wedgwood over saves at 24.5. I think Minnesota should get more shots than that. I kind of like that. But yeah, I'm with JD. It's very Eck dependent here. Without Eck, I think they could be in big trouble. If there's no Eck, I'm leaning towards Minnesota team total under or Colorado in regulation. There, then of course you have the the layoff look that a lot of people thought Carolina because it is kind of the system play, a team off of a long layoff. You take Minnesota first period, so take the other team first period. I could see that here. I didn't see it in the Carolina series. I just think Philadelphia's overmatched too much. But in this one, I could see maybe Minnesota scoring first and then playing Colorado after that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's a little bit of a live play for me. I at 5.5, I don't mind the over here. I don't think Minnesota's shutting anybody down. I mean, if you watch the way they played against Dallas, this is not a team that's trying to shut a team down as so much. They're playing with pace. They're playing quick. They're utilizing Hughes with the long passes that are beautiful, by the way, to watch. Unbelievable, that guy passing out of the defensive zone. It's crazy. And I would look towards like Faber over shots and that's the other thing is Brodeen back? I never,
no, out. He's
yeah,
out.
that's the
Didn't
other
make the
thing.
trip.
Yeah, it didn't even make the trip. So, yeah, I think overall, like Minnesota's best chance is here. But if no Brodeen, no Eck, I'm series wise, I'm looking at Colorado in 5 and Colorado in 6. Unfortunately for Minnesota fans, I don't think we've seen anywhere near max from Colorado here. They were basically coasting through that LA series. So yeah, when they're playing full bore, you just got to keep it in your mind. Sort of like the mistake I made with Carolina and Ottawa, the visions of Carolina swarming the crap out of teams. If they decide to do that early and often here in Minnesota, it could be a short series, unfortunately.
Yep. um, as far as player props, I was looking at. I mean, I was trying to see if I could find some value in points and assists, but the only thing I could really find was Nature's assist at +110. He's had an assist in every other game. This would be the other game, but I'm right with you there, JD, with McKinnon, especially if there is no Eck. Like he's just going to
Yeah.
run free. I mean, he typically runs free anyway most of the time. So, um, yeah, it's really going to be heavy dependent on Eck in that second line. I could see if there is going to be a production line, it would be that Zook, Hartman, Kaprizov line. But do they keep that line together if Eck is out? Um, I'd have to look and see how they would mix that up and who they would throw there in the second line center. But yeah, do you guys have any other props that you guys would like to look at in this one, or how about
Well,
anything on the series?
I do. I have lots. I wanted to run these by you. So I looked at Avalanche. Yeah, did the spread -1.5, and then it's interesting. 4-1 is +350, but 4-2 is +370. So you get a slightly better price for 4-2 um, than 4-1, which I thought was kind of odd. And then just a small one. I mean, I'm just wondering, would I want Wild 4-2 is +650 if you wanted to look at that. I like Boldy for most shots in the series at 6-1, and then my absolute favorite play, Boldy 2+ shots on goal in every game, -110. 13 of 14 versus Colorado, 16 of his last 18 overall. He's had at least 2 shots on goal. So I like
Yeah.
that at -110. 3 shots in every game is 4-1. He's done that in 11 of 12 versus the Avs. And then 2 long shots. I looked at Landeskog to lead. Since I'm going with Landeskog today, I took him. I looked at him for goals. Did a quarter unit at 40-1 to lead the series in goals, and then Makar at 9-1 to lead the series in points.
I was actually looking at Landeskog assist at +155. I thought that was pretty good too, but
Mm.
yeah, I could get behind those as well. Perlo, do you have anything on the series or any series props?
Um, like I think I'm probably gonna play when I know what's going on with Eck, but it's Colorado in 5 and Colorado in 6. I think I'm taking Colorado in 6 no matter what. Um, with Colorado, I take McKinnon to have the most shots, but that's not because I think this is the. I mean, if Eck isn't in there, who's stopping the guy? And I think they're going to be using his. They'll definitely be trying to capitalize on that poor center depth. So I would be looking at that. Um, but besides that, I haven't really taken a deep dive into to player props. I want to see. Colorado's the best defensive team in the league. Again, top 8 shot suppression. Is Minnesota going to be able to get the shots that they did against Dallas here? I mean, they were supposed to be a good shot suppression team, but they played like nervous nitties or something. I don't know. It was horrible. Horrible. And that's the other thing I want to see. I know Minnesota looked absolutely fantastic in Dallas, but I really lean to the fact that Dallas also just played like garbage. They're horrible. Like you talk about the Oilers, at least the Oilers had excuses. I don't know, maybe they did have injuries and they're not talking about it or something, but I thought Dallas played
Who had injuries? They're
diabolical.
not talking about it.
I don't
Dallas.
know, like Rantanen, was he like
Oh,
severely
the
injured or
Stars. I think you
something?
said Oilers.
No, Dallas. Like maybe they had some
Oh,
major injuries I don't know about, but they played like it. They played terrible. So I've got a bias in my mind of Minnesota dominating a Dallas team, but I'm not sure how much it was Minnesota dominating as much as Dallas playing like ass. I think maybe a little bit of both, but so I want to see what Minnesota can do against this Colorado team if they go balls out first. So a lot of my stuff is probably going to be in game. I mean, if I see Colorado doing what I think Colorado can do here, I'm going to be looking at some more props. I might be looking at Minnesota under shots props, under points props, stuff like that. Um, but I want to give Minnesota respect too because they played they really just dominated Dallas and
hey, what
Well,
about anyone? What do you guys think about McKinnon 2+ shots in the first period at +138?
I
yeah, I
like
could see
that.
that. Yeah.
I could get behind that.
Is there something like I never looked at, is there a McKinnon to get a certain amount of shots every game? I think at
Yes.
365 or something like that. That would maybe be a good play. I could see that.
By the way,
that's
Noah Dobson taking a game time decision tonight.
Oh, okay. Wonder how healthy he'll be, but geez, if they
Well,
would have had Dobson in that series, I think they
St.
they
St.
they
Louis
probably
says he's looking good, and he's game time. So
that's a big one. That's a big one.
it's a big one.
You know?
What was so you were asking about shots on goal like each game?
Yeah. I think they have it at
Yeah,
Bet
so
three
you can
six
get.
five.
I'm just on DraftKings right now. So McKinnon for 2+ shots is minus 245.
Ooh boy,
For 3+ shots, he's plus 170.
that's not bad. Every game of the series.
Every game
Yeah,
of the series, plus 170.
yeah, yeah. If I were to get X shots on goal and series,
I wonder, JD, what are the odds if he took McKinnon and Boldy for 1+ shot in the first period?
I will tell you.
Boldy's had a shot in 9 of the last 10, and he just missed on the
Yeah.
very last game.
Wait, I'm sorry, for the first period?
For the first period.
Minus 131.
Maybe you do McKinnon 2 and Boldy 1.
Okay. Well, let's see.
You'll get
Plus
better odds that
202.
way. Yeah, that's a lot
Plus
better.
202.
I mean, if you're going to take McKinnon for 2, you might as well just throw Boldy in there for 1.
Right.
With it.
Yeah.
Because
I like that.
You said it was plus 138, right? With him by himself.
Right.
So that jumps it up way up.
Yeah. Yeah. I like.
All right. I think. Man, I was looking at that stat on Brett Burns. I did not know he's played like. He hasn't missed a game for like. There's only one other player, I believe, that has a longer tenured streak for back to, playing without missing a game. But it's something like 13 years, something like that. 12 years. It's crazy.
Well, and you know what? Credit Rod Brindamore for keeping that streak alive last year, because he didn't healthy scratch Burns last year, and there were times where they talked
Could
about
have.
how he could, but he didn't to keep the streak alive.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still like I want to say it's like 60 games away from the lead. So technically, if he plays all season next year, he should hit it.
Yeah. Like the crushing one was out here was Andrew Cogliano had his streak halted when he got suspended by his good buddy George Peros. Could have fined him, instead suspended him.
Oh, they said Hedman is skating, but I'm pretty sure I heard he's not going to be playing in the series. But
well, that was kind of like yesterday with what's his face. He stayed longer on the ice and then ended up being out. Who was out yesterday? I put it in the ice guys check.
Tippett.
Oh yeah, Tippett. There you go.
That's like so bad for them. Yeah, that's really tough for them. Tippett being injured.
And you were able to bring
did
Bump back in the lineup, but
What's that?
no, I said, and then they had brought Bump back into the lineup to replace him. Well, I think that's.
I'm just looking for a point in every game in the series. Props here, but I thought it was on Bet365. You can get that.
DraftKings has it.
DraftKings has it. Point in every game in the series. Okay. I think you might be able to do something like with Colorado on that one, like Landeskog for a point in every game in the series. Top power play, you probably get a good price on that.
40
Rich
to 1.
says, did you see
40 to 1.
Rich's comment there, JD? Says hot
No.
dog anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God. I'll do that hot dog before I do that bird. I mean, that bird is just that.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah. It looked like you
Yeah,
got a
I'm
fucking...
actually a pretty adventurous person. I've ate snake. I've ate all kinds of stuff, like all.
I mean, I've had
weird stuff.
warthog
I
before.
don't know if I would want to touch that. Honestly, that
Yeah,
looks
you
like a
got...
seagull. That looks
Well,
like
looks
a
like
seagull.
looks like it's deep fried with the feathers.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
right. Like that
No,
thing. It's gross.
First of all, it's an unidentified bird. I don't know what the hell that is to begin with. What bird is it? Like
Probably a
deep fried or
Dead.
not?
It's a dead bird. All I can think about is Monty Python. Not dead yet.
It's not dead yet. Just sleeping.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that was a great bit.
That's hilarious. Well, do we want to
no,
do a quick...
McKinnon's
Go ahead.
McKinnon was plus 210.
Plus 210 for a point in every game?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I
Do
don't
we
know.
want to
I'm not-
do a quick reclip this?
Sure.
Clip
Yep.
this shit?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right. Let me go back to the games.
we're doing the rest of the series tonight, I guess, or yeah. That last series, Anaheim Vegas.
Oh, yeah. All right. First game on the board, like I said, 3 p.m. Eastern. We got the Montreal Canadiens, or I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Eastern. Montreal Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning. As far as official plays for me, I am on the under first period. I also took that 2-leg parlay that I said the under 6.5 in this one, and Minnesota and Colorado to score 2 at plus 112. And I also have Radish over 3.5 shots at minus 110. Those are the 3 official plays I have on this game. And then I also have that 5-leg parlay that I gave out a little earlier, which is Kucherov 4, Radish 3, Slavkowski 2, McKinnon and Boldy for 3 each at plus 425. Perlo, what do you have for this game?
Yeah, I got the no goals first 5 under 6.5. A little piece of the draw. But my gut saying that Tampa Bay is going to win this in regulation, but I'm afraid to bet it. So Radish over shots and Kucherov over shots. Keeping it simple today after getting burnt yesterday from playing maybe more picks than I should have.
JD.
So I got the under 5.5 is my massive play. But I got that yesterday at minus 140. Now it's minus 175 is the best price.
Wow.
I mean, that's just this is I believe this is the first 5 we've had all season, including the regular season. I don't believe we've had a game that I don't know if anyone can.
Yeah.
I also played small plays on under 4.5 and under 3.5, and then big play Kucherov, Radish, at least one shot each in the first period, and then the 2 of them for 4 shots on goal for the game, and then I'm going to go under 6.5 and both teams plus 2.5 at minus 122, and then I did a variance on your parlay, the shot parlay. Radish, Boldy, McKinnon for 3, Kucherov for 4 at plus 220.
I like that. All right. Next game.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take under 1.5 first period and under 6.5 too. It's minus 145 on DK for under 1.5 first period. I'm gonna split them up just in case there is a goal in the first 5 and then it goes. So I'll split it up.
I wonder what that odds would be on that new play you're looking at. Both teams to score no and
No,
under 6.5.
it's actually more juicy. The
Oh, it
both
is.
teams is
Okay.
yeah. Also, I'm thinking about putting 0-0 exact score in first period too. I'm just trying to catch a price on that. What it'll be. I
Yeah, I
trying
can
to
see
find
that
it.
for sure.
It's probably about plus 500 or plus 400 or something like that. Just a little sprinkle.
Okay. Evening game, 9 p.m. Eastern. Minnesota Wild taking on the Colorado Avalanche. For me, do I have an official play in this game? I don't think I have an official play in this game yet. I was kind of waiting to see what Eck was going to do and how that line was going to shake out. But I thought about taking Colorado in the over 5.5 in the parlay. Might end up getting behind that. I just want to see, how that lineup ends up shaking out and what the final lineups are looking at before I make a decision. But might be looking at some Colorado props here, and I could also look at Boldy in that same fashion if Eck is out. So we'll see where I get to, but make sure you join the Discord if you want to find out what I am officially on in that game later today. Perlo, Minnesota,
Yeah,
Colorado.
I'm kind of act dependent here as well. It's just I want to make sure he's not going to be playing. But if he's not, I'm going to be looking at McKinnon shot ladder. I think that he's just going to have a carte blanche to go nuts there. I like that over 2 first period or maybe even ladder it. And I'm I'm leaning to the over here. I'm like, I still think Minnesota will get their shots. I don't. I think they'll still fire away enough to be able to. And if Colorado is up, which I think they will be, uh, eventually, Minnesota will get a lot of shots, and I think Wedgwood plays well enough that 23.5 saves is low enough that I could go there. Uh, the wall stat is 28.5. Um, but I may look more to like over saves first period because if Colorado gets up, we get the Carolina situation we had yesterday and they play with their food. So I may look at that as well. But I'm being kind of cautious in this series because I want to give Minnesota respect before I go crazy on them because they did dominate a really good team in Dallas. So.
Yes, Rick is asking if Eck is a game time decision. As far he's still questionable, so we will see whether he plays or not. But as far as right now, at least on RoadWire, he's listed it's day to day, but I would assume he's probably going to be game time decision.
Well, that's what he was. That's what John Hines. John Hines said yesterday. He's game time. They're not. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the quote. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is our 2 game slate.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You snubbed me.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Thought I went to you first. Go ahead, JD.
You're bummed.
Give
Okay.
them all of
McKinnon,
your
5+ shots. McKinnon, 6+ shots. The 6+ shots, the pizza money bet. Got a half unit play on McKinnon for 2, Boldy for 1 in the first period. A Landeskog anytime goal, a Boldy anytime goal. Boldy for 4+ shots, and then a parlay with Boldy for 3 and McKinnon for 4 as well. Then a couple of series plays. You can check out my column at VEASAN. I don't want to waste everybody's time with the series plays, but that'll be posted up at VEASAN probably by around 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. Well, thank you all 92 of you guys for tuning in across all 4 platforms. You can find me on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Twitch at Exotic Wagers with the Z. You can also find the free Legacy Sports Discord link in any of my bios and get all of my official plays for free, along with the other great cappers that are in the Legacy Sports Discord. Perlo, tell them where they can find you over on Winnable.
Yeah, Perlo's NHL POW. You just go over to my profile, follow me. Also, if you're going to message me, make sure you follow me as well, and maybe go into one of my posts and say, "Hey, I just followed you," so I can follow you back when it doesn't go into my spam. I got a lot of people going, but I will check my spam more often. Well, it's not really spam, but if you don't follow me, then it goes into another thing, and that's where all the ladies try to pick me up there, and I ignore that,
You're
right,
fending
honey?
him off
Yes,
with a stick.
absolutely. I completely ignore that, honey. Absolutely, no doubt about it. So, yeah, so head into that, and you can. All right, on the top, you can see my profile. Or on my profile, it's pinned up there. You can get for $150 for a calendar year. You can get all my plays. You get that every year for life, never change. It'll never go up. If with promo code Perlo Jaime's 12, I don't even know my own promo code. Jaime's 12, all caps. So yeah,
How do
check
you
that
spell
out.
Jaime's, Perlo? Perlo.
I
How do you spell
go ahead.
Jaime's? How do you spell?
HYMES 12.
Okay.
HYMES 12. And I just did a puck in deep again. Go check out. You can check out that. We talk about what happened in the Philly series. We talked about McDavid and the whole situation going on in Edmonton. And I'm going to be doing. I also did a video on that as well. You can check that out on my channel. Just search Perla Wisdom on in YouTube, or you can catch the link in my Twitter as well. And I'm going to be doing one on the Toronto Maple Leafs, which has been banging my head on what they may be able to do, since the mandate is going to be not to rebuild. I'm going to try to figure out a way that they could actually do something there without rebuild. Have fun with that, I know, but we'll see how that works out. So, yeah, follow me over there, and you can see all that fine for all.
All right, JD, tell them where they can find you over at VSiN.
Yeah. So Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Pacific on VSiN, and then Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific on NHL Network Radio, and then Wednesday and Thursday after the late games, Wednesday and Thursday night, be hosting Ice Cap, the post game show on NHL Network Radio.
Nice. I also forgot to mention I don't have a paid subscription, so I have a donate or buy me a coffee link in any of my bios. So if I help you if I help you make some money or win some bets, don't feel shy to ever donate or send me a couple bucks to buy a cup of coffee, something. Anyways, we will be back on Perlo's channel tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, to look at the slate for Monday. And yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. For JD, Perlo, I'm Exotic Wagers. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and win all of your bets. Thank you guys for all tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.